I always feel like it looks like we do stuff like this on purpose to do that little black and white thing at the start, you know, give it a little vibe. Put that little goose step in.
Hello.
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 Welcome to the Proper Rank Podcast.
The podcast.
Where we rank things
properly.
Yeah.
I'm Brennan Reese.
I'm Danny McLaughlin.
And you are you.
Yes,
watching,
you are.
listening, or listening and watching all together. Thanks for joining us on yet another episode. If you're new to the podcast, where the fuck have you been?
Yeah. Can I introduce this week's topic?
Yeah.
This week on the Proper Rank Podcast, Brennan Reese, Danny McLaughlin, in the Proper Rank. Coming soon to YouTube this Tuesday.
Is this week most exciting voiceover artist?
No, because it wouldn't be me. That's why Michael Owen doesn't get many voiceovers. Hello. This is a boring Chester accent.
What was the?
Love to do some voiceover, me.
I used to voiceover.
Love to do a little bit.
My house was built on voiceover.
I thought you said your house used to do voiceovers. Like, who's that? Baba Yaga's house.
I don't even know who that is.
Baba Yaga was a witch. It's in like Slovenian or Slovakian, Slavic folklore.
Baba Yaga.
She was a witch that lived in the forest, and the house had legs of a chicken. The house could just walk off.
Like Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah, a little bit like that. Yeah.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
No, I used to love doing the voiceover because it just make your voice cartoony. I was like, eBay, fill your cart with colour.
Oh, I love that.
And then it was buy it, snap it, wank it, eBay. It was the easiest job I've ever done in my life. And then one day I was driving down the road. So I did eBay for 3 years, just voiceovers every week. And then one day I was just driving down the street and it was just Toby Jones, the Oscar-winning actor.
Yeah, you can't compete.
And I was like...
It'd be good if it was Toby Jones, the Leeds promoter.
And he's going, eBay. Fill your cart with colour. Fill it up with colour if you want.
I thought Toby Jones, the Oscar-winning actor, was American for the longest time.
Why?
I thought he was. I'd seen him in loads of American films. He's not, is he?
No, he's...
You've gigged with him, haven't you?
I've done a gig with him.
I knew you have. I saw it.
When I was doing my footy.
Sometimes your face pops up on like... What's it on now? Is it on
like iPlayer
Prime?
Or... I don't know.
I think it's on Prime. And you're on the thumbnail.
Am I?
Yeah. Your little twinky face.
I did a TV show called Marvelous. I was in a couple of scenes in it where it was about the kit man or some guy who was not all there.
Right.
He was on set as well.
Oh, the guy?
Yeah. But because he's not all there, he used to just walk into the scene and he'd go, no, you wouldn't do it like that. And he'd go like, cut. The guy who was the director is a guy called Julian Farino, who directed like Entourage and some like massive stuff. And he's like, who the fuck is this guy?
Without him, there's no film, Julian. So shut up.
Yeah. And then one day on, like, they have like all the food for all the like speaking parts on a double-decker bus.
Craft services. But food was dead nice. And then they have different food for the essays. Right. What's that?
The Mexicans. The sexually assaulted. Yeah. The supported artists, aka
right,
extras. I guarantee you that Ricky Gervais' show would not have been as funny if it was called Supporting Artists.
Yeah, it's called the essays. you might have had Louis C.K. on it then, though. Allegedly.
And this guy, Nello, just went to all the essays. Just go on that one. So they were all having like foie gras and getting like caviar blown up their ass. Yeah. And whoever was like in charge was like, no. And all these like extras are just chowing down on prime steak.
Apparently the essay bus on like House of Cards was like, they had to have like 55 of them.
They go, do you want to come into this essay bus? And they're like, no, not with him.
Everyone just stood up.
So what are we doing this week?
We're doing the best summer blockbusters.
Summer blockbusters.
Summer blockbusters.
Do you know why it's called a blockbuster?
No.
Because the queues went round the block.
Ah.
I've made that up, but it sounds right, doesn't it? It does sound right.
That's so good.
I think that it could be it.
That's like a backronym, like chicken, lettuce, under bacon.
I've never heard backronym in my life.
I don't know whether I invented it. I don't think I did, but I might have.
Sounds like you.
So it's when they tell you that. So the common one is chicken, lettuce, under bacon.
Yeah.
I think we've mentioned it on here before. I've certainly mentioned it in life. So when someone went, "Oh, club sandwich," it stands for chicken, lettuce, under bacon.
No, it doesn't.
That's been added, like,
someone's figured it out
retrospectively. So, but it's not. It's because it was a butty that they made in a golf club.
But I feel blockbuster could be it's busted the block.
Yeah. The
block is not working anymore.
No.
The fire hydrant has gone off. People are dancing.
Do you know
People
what
are
it
skating.
is now? That's what it is now.
Yeah, I'll have it.
I'll knock your block off. Remember that as an insult?
Yeah.
As like a threat.
I'll knock your block off. I reckon I still say it. Knock your bloody block off.
I'll knock your bloody block off.
It's nearly as good as I'll spin your chin.
Spin your jaw.
Spin your jaw.
I told someone on the front row I'd spin his jaw once. I love it. I'll spin your jaw.
We'd say spin your chin.
Oh, yeah, I'll spin your chin. Spit bars. I'll spin your jaw, lad.
I love saying to my nephews, I'll give you a knuckle sandwich, you little cunt.
Little knuckle sandwich. Oh, I tell you what, similar to a backronym. It's quite similar. You know, a bunch of fives?
Yeah.
I once thought maybe it was a bunch of fifes.
What do you mean fifes?
Bananas are called fifes.
Are they?
Yeah, so it looks like a fist.
Oh.
When you've got like a fist of bananas, like a bunch of bananas,
I'll give you a bunch of fives. I think it is a bunch of...
No, I know it is.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know. Why would you have a bunch of fives?
Exactly.
You'd have a bunch of five.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's two then.
Oh, okay.
So it's bunches of five or a bunch of fives. Summer Blockbusters on Tuesday.
Do you know when you did the voiceover then?
Yeah, was it good?
Do you remember the
Did I
guy?
have an eBay?
There was the guy.
Yeah.
Red something he was called. And it wasn't Red Redmond, Scarlett Johansson mentioned in other podcasts.
Imagine if his name was Red Autocue. Because that was his job.
Or like the seal of approval would be, that's well read. Like you're doing it so red.
It's well read. Who's the most famous Red?
Reginald.
No, that's Reg.
Oh.
I think it's a toss-up between Red Auerbach.
Who's that?
Who was like the Sir Alex Ferguson of the Boston Celtics. He
Okay.
Started off as the manager.
He should have played for the Red Sox.
Yeah, definitely.
Or managed them.
He should have. They're in, maybe. I think he probably went to watch him.
Maybe.
He's in Boston, wasn't he? Or Red from Morgan Freeman's character in Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're back on films. You've done that well.
That's very good. It's worse when you mention it, but when you open brackets a real life sentence. But yeah, this guy Red, he was just brought in all the time. He'd be like, in a town.
Was he was he the Hollywood Marcus Bentley?
Yeah. Day one.
I'd love
in the Big Brother house.
I'd love to know. I'd just love to know.
What would you love to know?
I'd just love to know how much money Marcus Bentley's made.
Does he still do the new ones?
I don't know, but I think
we'd know if it changed, didn't it? And it was like Rylan going, day one, Big Brother house.
In Big Brother house.
Who would you most like to hear if they had to like replace
me?
No, it can't be you. It has to be a well-known person. I know you're well-known to me and you, but like
I'm not even well-known in this building.
Well, you think that before the lady that runs the building, she just went Danny and his mate.
She didn't say that. She said Dan and his mate.
Dan and his mate. So
it's a different podcast.
Double wrong. DMHM. DAHM.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, Daniel.
So, what we're doing, Summer Blockbusters.
Are you South African now?
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon 2.
Blockbusters.
Don't edit it, you coward.
No. It was an accent thing. We're doing Summer Blockbusters. What constitutes a Summer Blockbuster?
It has to be out in the summer.
Yeah.
I reckon between...
End of May. First week of Sept.
I don't even think first week of Sept. I think that's proper autumn, that.
But if it's not out by the bank holiday, when
got
Pride's on.
August bank holiday.
Okay.
I'll give you your August bank holiday weekend.
So right, we've got summer. What makes it a blockbuster? Because it can't just be a hit film that's happened in the summer.
No, I think there has got to be a certain amount of hit film about it, though. I think it has got to have made a certain amount at the box office for it to be a blockbuster, because then otherwise it's just a summer flop.
Well, it's also got to have a certain amount spent on it.
Yeah.
It's got to be big budget.
Big budget things.
Big budget bunda.
Big star attached.
Big brown star attached.
It can't just be like unknowns.
Yeah. Have you seen recently, because I was in Edinburgh a few weeks ago, and they're filming a big, could be summer, could be a winter blockbuster, like a Children of Men type thing called Ghostwriter.
Oh, yeah.
It looks sick.
Do you remember the children's TV show, Ghostwriter?
No.
It's like this little thing that helps solve crimes.
What was the thing?
I'm not telling you. We're going to do it on top 5
Ghostwriters.
kids shows.
Okay.
Through the Dragon's Eye, will be up there.
What?
Yeah.
Different generations.
Geordie Racer. Oh.
Mine was Zap.
Oh, no. These were like ones that they'd put on in school.
What?
Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
We'll get into it.
So I'm in Edinburgh. They're filming Ghostwriter.
Who's in it?
Sammy LJ.
Oh. Just to cut you off, do you know that we have all shared a building with Sammy LJ? Like we've all been in a building that Sammy LJ has walked around. We might have even sat in some of the same rooms.
What, like W.H. Smith
Nope.
Terminal 2?
No.
Okay.
Better.
So the Pret in Terminal 1?
The movie 51st State featuring Sammy LJ and Bobby Carlizzle was filmed in Blackstock Market.
Was it?
The home of the Hot Water Comedy Club.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was a big old bus station.
Oh, they just needed
and
a
when
big
they
old
moved
venue.
in, there was like props and that. There was a couple of things filmed in there, I think.
Oh my God.
So there's like proofs, yeah.
They didn't throw them away, did they?
Don't know.
Oh, they probably did. They probably did. So Sammy LJ.
Yeah.
What's she called? Thingy Ortega. Jenna Ortega. Jenna Ortegs.
Yeah.
And then the reason it popped in my brain is because I've only heard of him recently, but he feels like Hollywood's put a rocket right up his anus.
Can I guess who
yeah,
it
go
is?
on.
Paul Mescal.
No.
Jacob Elordi.
No.
Is he British?
No, he's American. Bit older. Only a little bit.
Glenn Powell.
Yeah. What's a Glenn Powell?
Right, I only know Glenn Powell from people. I listen to a film podcast and they talk about him.
You've got to listen to podcasts, guys. They're really good.
They're going to be big.
They're going to...
The tweets from 2004. I don't know what he looks like.
He's just like handsome beige man.
Glenn Powell could come in here now and tell us to be quiet.
I don't think she's Glenn Powell. Dan and his mate, can you just shush your mouth, please? Glenn, aren't you meant to be filming Ghostwriter?
Sure it's not Jen Powell. From Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, it is.
And also from your list of weird celebrity crushes.
Oh, Jenny Powell. But people just get pushed sometimes. And like, I don't think he's at Blockbuster stage yet, because if I saw his name on a poster, you're not in.
I think actors-wise, when we do biggest movie stars, I think one of the criteria will be that you have to be able to open a film on your own.
Yeah, your name on a poster might be bigger than the sentence of the title.
Like, people will go because you are in it.
Yeah, where people go, I'm going to go see that Tom Cruise film.
Yes, exactement.
So, big name, big budget, big gross, big summer thing. Any other big bits?
Big shark.
Big shark.
Well, that's why we're doing this, I think. It's because it's 50 years this week. Be next week when this comes out.
Sharks were invented.
When sharks were invented, yeah. So
is that first on your list?
I think it was 50 years ago. I think it was the first summer blockbuster.
It was?
Was it?
Yeah.
I only saw it recently.
I only saw it last week for the first time.
Same. It's good,
And not even for this.
I'd heard the song about it, where it's like, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. It's like, Jaws! Huh.
Oh, I thought
Big shark!
I thought you meant the Hungry song. That's the shark just being like, yum, 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 yum,
Did we do shit jokes on here? The Jaws joke?
No.
It's one of my favourite ever.
What is it?
Shitty like kid jokes. Is how do you know if there's a camp shark approaching? No, it's dun.
I do know it.
Dun. It's so good. It's so good.
What do sharks like eating? Ham.
What do Muslim sharks think of that? Haram.
I think Jaws was the first ever blockbuster, and they built it up. They were advertising it for months.
Were they?
Before it even came out, because it's based on a book.
Right.
And I think it was just popping up on like big adverts.
Don't get it.
What, you don't get Jaws?
I just don't get the premise. I just don't.
What, there's things in the water? That's what it should be called.
Just stay out of the sea.
Yeah.
Like it's probably hat comedy. There's probably someone who's going to go, oh, well, fucking Ed Byrne did a bit about this in 1998.
Isn't it ironic?
I ain't I ain't seen it, but I always thought, even as a child, before stand-up comedy gripped me by the boss. The middle bit between your balls and your arse.
The gooch.
The gooch.
My friend calls it the smelly bridge. Shout out Danny Murray.
Isn't that a chippy? Yeah, before that, I always thought, like, so for example, like, the Predator.
Yeah.
I don't mean
Louis C.K.
Yeah, or
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, like. Yeah, that's Alien, Spacey. But like the Predator or Alien or a monster.
Yeah.
It's gonna get you, innit?
Godzilla.
You can't hide from Godzilla. You can't be like, oh, do you know what?
You can, but it'll still get you.
I just won't go to downtown Tokyo.
Yeah.
But with the shark,
you're going to his house.
Yeah.
You're playing knock-a-door run on his gate.
Just don't go in.
Well, that's the premise of the thing, though, isn't it? He's going like, don't go in. Well, the first half is don't go in. And then the mayor's like, we need to sell some ice creams. They're going in. It's not bank holiday.
But this
like,
is the thing.
Yeah.
Like the mayor, I understand the mayor's point of view.
Yeah.
The mayor goes, we're opening the beaches. The sharks, see? The shark liver oil, see? But
this matter is now finished.
But do you know the guy who did the costume for the shark? You know it wasn't right, and they had to like shorten it.
What?
The dorsal. They had to like.
Oh really?
They had to take
the
it
fin
in.
was. Yeah. Is that a windsurfer?
So they had to get a Finn Taylor.
With your tape measure, it's like 1 second, sir. Let me just do your inside leg.
So I understand that the mayor's like, the beaches are open, see? Go in and do some splashes, see? Like, but it's the sea, see? But because when he sent an email,
BC, see.
Have you been to Dan Nightingale's gig in Chester? It's called the see. But I did it last week. It's great. But you can't make them go in. Like the mayor's going, the beaches are open.
Yeah.
And then you're going, so?
But it's the
Good luck to you. I'll buy a little ice cream.
But it'd be a shit film, wouldn't it?
I know that. But sometimes there is, like, I get that you have to suspend your disbelief. And I
Dramatic
do get,
license.
for example, how fucking
under
Kevin McAllister could end up on the wrong plane. But not loads of people. Like, what I mean is, not everyone would. If that happened now, no one would go in.
Yeah. Like if I thought.
Did they know about it? They obviously knew about it.
They did know about it. It was all over the news.
That would be a better film. The Cover Up. Ooh, edit that out. Edit that out. That's a film, that.
Jaws 2.
Jaws 9.
Jaws 9.
Which is.
Hot off the press.
Jaws 9 is the Germans going, I'm not going in. Jaws 9. Not going in. Because they wouldn't. They'd be like, nah, fuck that.
Jaws 9.
Is Germany landlocked? Is Germany landlocked?
Nah.
Is it not? I don't know.
They must have a lake with a shark in.
But that's not Still landlocked if it's
Yeah, but there's a shark somewhere.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
The second half is the thing that bothers me the most.
What's that?
3 men on a boat. And you go like, why? What are you doing? What are you trying to get?
Get the shark, aren't they?
Yeah, but why?
Because it keeps biting people. If people are stupid enough to go in, then
But
we've got to send
don't they put like a buoy on it?
on the boat.
Like a buoy.
A buoy.
Boy. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
When they shoot with a harpoon, they're like, yeah, boy. And then they just like, if you see a big orange boy coming towards the shore, you're like, everyone out the water.
Oh, yeah?
Film done. It's a short film. One act play.
Maybe, yeah. So it's good. It's a great film, but this is maybe what makes me not think it's... Some people think it's the greatest film of all time.
It's not. I'll tell you what's worse. Jaws 2, then Jaws 3, then Jaws 4.
Isn't one of them like where he's got a memory and he's out to get people?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like Revenge, Jaws Revenge or something.
It's like a sort of liquid school shooting. He's just going like, I remember when you pushed me up against the lockers.
I remember them trunks.
Yeah.
You pissed in the sea.
I remember that shit dragon tattoo on your leg.
Imagine like if that was Jaws' kink. If he's just like, oh, piss in the sea. Like, he's just like...
on a glass bottom boat.
Glass bottom boats. You make the rocking boat.
Do sharks have tongues?
I don't know.
It feels like they don't have tongues. Because the poster would, like, there'd be a bit where you'd laugh, like if you saw it coming towards you.
Yeah.
Because it'd be going like, you'd be like, oh fuck.
Have you seen them like pictures of when they put like turkey teeth in sharks? They just don't look scary, and you just give them normal teeth.
They look like shark's tail.
Yeah, that's what it looks like
at the car wash. But one of my favourite things about the whole lore of it, and the reason why I watched it recently, because on loads of podcasts and like documentaries and YouTube clips and stuff, they've been talking about Jaws, is the reason why the film is quite good because it's full of suspense. Wasn't meant to be that way.
Yeah, the shark was shit, wasn't it?
They had 3 machinery sharks and they were all shite.
Mechanic.
Yeah. Machinery sharks.
Machinery sharks.
They're all missionary. They're all lying down.
Yeah.
Machinery sharks.
Missionary sharks. Just swim into Africa to try and convert people to Amen.
But about 5 years ago, someone came up with a great idea. So they played Jaws on a big screen.
Disposable vapes.
Yeah.
Was that 5 years ago? Was it the electric micro scooter?
It was the air fryer. Oh. Stay out of the water.
Stay out of the oven.
What are you cooking in there?
Findus crispy pancakes.
So, it was about 5 years ago, they had an open air cinema in a Lido.
Oh,
Put Jaws on and you had to sit in a rubber ring with your legs in the water.
that's sick. That I love them immersible.
Like the secret cinemas.
Submersibles. Immersive, innit? I was joking.
Submersive, yeah.
No, it's immersive.
Immersive.
When you're
Or
like...
hermersive.
or they're immersive.
Or they immersive.
Yeah.
Or him. Yeah, we could do this all day. But ham. This is me editing the podcast. Ham. I've got one for you.
Go on.
Have you ever been on a coach and it won't slow down?
Yeah.
The megabus experience.
Oh no, I was on about the set piece coach for Arsenal. I hate him, by the way. Have you seen?
Don't know who he is.
Oh right, we'll do a football one. I'm gonna talk about him, but he's a gimp.
So the film Speed.
Yeah, I know about this one a little bit. This
Keanu Reeves.
big ting. He wasn't even a big ting then, was he? 94 Speed, is it?
So would he have done Bill and
He'd
Ted?
have done William and Edward.
William and Edward's Great Day Out.
Yeah. And he'd maybe done some other stuff.
So he was on the way up.
But he'd not done I don't think he'd done Point Break yet.
I think this was the first one where it was like, he's going alone.
Sandy Bollocks.
My brother used to have a poster of Sandra Bullock in like a black lingerie, negligee actually.
Yeah.
And I just used to be like 11, just not even doing anything. I just be like this close, my nose almost touching.
She was like, I think she was like the one for me.
Really?
Sandy Bollocks when she was in Demolition Man.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's so good, but great.
What's the premise?
Simon Phoenix, who is played by my favourite actor Wesley Snipes.
Oh yeah,
is like a bad guy, and he gets arrested. But in the olden days, it gets the death penalty, but they didn't kill him. They froze it, so they froze him, and then John Spartan, played by Sylvester Stallone, is the policeman that was meant to bring him down, but he got framed, so he got frozen as well. And then, like 100 years later, or something stupid. No, it can't be 100 years later because someone's like 60 years later, maybe 50 years later.
Just later, yeah.
Yeah. Someone thaws out Simon Phoenix and he's fucking causing terror around the... So in the future, everyone's a pussy. Like, you can't swear, you get fined if you swear.
So it's like now.
Can't touch each other. They do high fives like this. They go...
Ooh.
Like that. Yeah.
What, they just like wave close? That makes me feel sick.
And so to get him, they have to thaw out Sylvester Stallone, John Spartan, and he's obviously like quite a rough and ready guy. He swears,
yeah,
and it's a really good film, but great.
Oh, I want to watch it. Like shit, like Con Air shit.
Yeah, okay. Exactly like that. Nigel Hawthorne's in it. Sandy Bollocks. I think John Leguizamo's in it.
So you fell in love with Sandy Bollocks then?
She just looked great in a little police outfit then.
Looks great and everything. She must be still alive.
Yeah, she's like 56. She looks amazing.
She's definitely alive.
Miss Congeniality. Like, she's just painting in a WhatsApp and the iPhone too.
But I loved that film. It's probably like one of the first... Maybe I'd watched it from the video shop because I wouldn't have gone to the cinema for it.
No.
But the twist...
I can't remember the twist, but I just remember it being one of the best, like what they call elevator pitches. You know what an elevator pitch is, right?
Yeah, when you go in...
You can just sum it up.
Do you know why it's called an elevator pitch?
Yeah, because Dragon's Den. Not because of that, but that's why they come out of an elevator, innit?
Is it?
I imagine so. So what do you think an elevator pitch is?
An elevator pitch is something that you can pitch so quick.
Yeah.
While you're in an elevator with a producer.
So I always thought that the reason that they come out of an elevator in Dragon's Den is a little nod to that.
Maybe.
I think it might be. It makes sense. It should be. So
I think you've backronymed
it, maybe. But you just go, right, there's a bomb on the bus, and if it goes below 50, it's over. Yeah. That's it. Perfect.
I'll tell you another good one of them. Phone booth.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's just such a simple idea. The film's an hour and a half. And you're like, yeah,
well, I think, to be fair, one of the criteria for a summer blockbuster might be that they've all got amazing elevator pitches. Shark on a beach, can't go in the water.
Imagine Spielberg walking in. So, Spielberg, what is it? And he goes, in a northern accent, shark on a beach, can't go in the water.
All right, so when we introduce all these films that we're going to do...
We're doing an elevator pitch.
We have to do, like, we have to sum it up in one sentence.
So we've got shark on a beach, you can't go in the water.
Yeah. Bomb on a bus, can't go under 50.
Okay. And that's, like, as in miles per hour, not age.
Yeah. Because you get on free if you're over 50. Do you know what happened with the release date? How it's because it was meant to release like late in the summer.
Oh, really?
And they needed like a little push, I think. So they moved it to June, and that's why it was. And then it got a big bump, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's when you should release films."
No way.
Yeah.
Why did they change that? Do you know?
I don't know. I just know that they did that. I know that they brought it forward, and then that was the sort of start of the modern summer blockbuster.
Because back in the day, this happened with Jaws.
I think it might be wrong that.
With Jaws, they only put in certain cinemas. They did like a limited run.
Yeah.
Put in like, let's say, 60 cinemas, and then no one can get in, and people are going like, "Oh my god, have you seen?" And then they go 400.
PS5s.
Yeah, exactly.
Cunt.
Exactly. Go on then, hit us with another.
Well, we may as well stay on, because if we're doing speed, we may as well just rattle through my summer blockbusters growing up as a kid, wanting to go to one film that year in the summer.
Yeah.
So after Speed, it was Independence Day for me.
Never seen it.
Right.
What's the elevator pitch?
Aliens invade. Will Smith's got to kill them. Get rid of, defend the world.
Okay.
Essentially. It's a bit fucking Americans save the world. You know what I mean? I imagine there'd be other people that would
like Armageddon, one of those. We can do it.
Is that a summer blockbuster? I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah.
Armageddon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that it feels quite dated where Americans are going
me out of the house. Armageddon.
Up the drain pipe. But yeah, it feels quite dated, doesn't it? Where it's like Americans can save the world.
Yeah, now
you turn on the news.
Americans that are blowing it up. But so it's quite famous for, obviously this is the start of Will Smith. I think Bad Boys is either just happened or about to happen.
He was already big because of Fresh Prince.
But this is the start of Will Smith as a massive movie star. He's carrying the film. He's sick. He looks amazing in all the Air Force shit.
Yeah.
There's a famous scene where he punches an alien.
Does he?
And he says "Welcome to Earth" or something like that, and it's fucking sick. There's a really famous Bill Pullman plays the president of the US, and there's a famous, they call it the Bill Pullman speech, where it's like, have you seen Any Given Sunday, the American football? Oh, you haven't seen enough films.
Seen 4 films.
Yeah.
One's Speed and
one's Jaws.
The other one's Speed Back in the Habit.
So it's just got those little things where you're it fits the criteria. I think you need peril.
My mum?
Yeah. Beryl the Peril. There needs to be peril. There needs to be an element of someone saving people from something else.
My dad?
So far, we've got that with Speed. We've got that with Jaws. Speed Jaws.
Well, it has to be a
nightclub in the 80s.
I've just punched a fucking alien, mate.
Smashed his head in welcome to Earth, lad.
Because Will Smith, have you seen Will Smith recently?
Yeah, he did a fire in the booth the other week.
Oh, he's doing anything and everything. I think he did a gig in Bognor Regis.
Right.
He's doing a weird tour at the minute, but I think he's been I think he's left Scientology.
Was he in that?
Was he in that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Was he a big thing?
Yeah.
Well, maybe
and then he punched Tom Cruise and he goes, "Welcome to Christianity."
Welcome to Earth.
So he's over here. It feels like he's over here for a bit too long, trying to.
All right.
Where's our Independence Day?
It was good because Will Smith sent them back. Sent the aliens back.
So
the aliens were all right till they lived next door.
And now the alien's cousin bought another house up the street.
All me washing was stinking of alien food. They just speak alien all the time. They don't
want to learn the language.
They don't even want to learn it. 17 of them in a spaceship.
All you can see is their eyes. But Will Smith's been over here for 3 months or something, not promoting a film. He's done a weird tour. He keeps doing shit. I'm sure he was on Lorraine.
Yeah.
Will Smith should not be on Lorraine.
He hosted it when she couldn't be asked turning up.
She can't learn the language. So I think he's trying to do damage limitation about 5 years too late.
Oh, from the slap?
From the slap.
Or when his missus was getting the cheeks clapped by, was it August Alsina?
Really?
Yeah.
Both slap heads?
Yeah, it was a bad, and they did a little round table talk and aired it all out.
Is this the red table?
Red table talk, sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
Bad things.
But he's fucked.
He's sick though. He's in the neck. Independence Day was great, and then you're how's he going to top this? And then a year later, or 2 years later, Men in Black. So good.
What, like those guys around his wife?
This was one of the best. This might have been the first one. Thinking about it. No, there's another one I did see at the cinema. We'll talk about that in a bit. But this might have been the first one that I went to the cinema with my mates to watch.
Ooh, do you remember the first cinema you ever went with your mates? Was it this?
No, it was with my mates. It might have been. Oh, actually, no. I think I did go and watch Independence Day because I remember being it's the best film I've ever seen, and look back now, it's fine.
You know what the first film I ever saw at the cinema with my mates?
What?
Homeward Bound.
Oh.
Do you know where the dogs and cats speak?
Yeah.
And my mum didn't want us to buy 18 quid popcorn. One of the worst things about cinema, that. Oh, we didn't do your proper rank.
Well, I can do
proper
it.
Rant.
I can do it. We don't have to introduce that at the start. I think the good thing about proper rant is when it comes up.
It just comes up.
The little thing called the little graphic. Did you do a little?
I did a little, yeah.
So that can come up. So here's my proper rant. I've got a proper rant
Okay.
about the cinema. It's my turn. Pass the book. It is trailers, man. I have to leave and come back.
That's it. Oh,
You like them?
That's. No. I'm one of them. That's like that might be the best bit of the film.
No, I like the adverts. I used to like getting.
You like the adverts?
Yeah, I used to. I like the.
Did you ever hear me on it? eBay. Wreck-It Ralph.
No, I was like, is that Toby Jones? It's well better than the last cunt that did it. They show the whole film now. Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, you're getting the money's worth.
Show the end of the film. They show all the bits, and I also I've got another proper rant about people who use phones in the cinema.
Knobheads.
Don't mind it. So here's my thing, right?
What do you mean you don't mind it?
I don't mind people being on their phone. Like,
Why? It takes you out. If someone's here, sounds like a dolphin's dying. He's like,
oh no, don't have the clicks on. Like, don't have the clicks on.
But even the lights on.
No,
get your lights off.
So I think this is my theory. I remember cinemas when you could smoke in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There used to be smoking seats.
Like
I'm sure.
encounter.
That might be a Nelson. It might be a Nelson, but I don't know if it is. I'm sure it's not Mandela.
Okay.
I think I remember it. Been going cinema since like early 90s.
Sounds better. I reckon you could still smoke on planes then.
No, 89. Whenever Little Mermaid was, that was the first time I went to cinema.
And you had a cig?
89. Yeah. I had a Lambert and Butler. So I think there should be a phone section.
At the back then?
Yeah, at the back.
Yeah, that's fine.
In the square, a little phone bit.
I think it should be a line, a row.
You've got to have your brightness on lowest.
Okay.
Clickers off, sound off.
All sounds off.
But you're allowed on your phone.
What happens if you're reacting and you go like, hey, look at that.
No,
Look at that meme.
there's obviously decorum. And I'm not talking about looking at memes. I'm talking about people wanting to know what that actor's been in. Wanting to know maybe how much this has done at the domestic box office so far.
No.
I'm talking about people just messaging the babysitter going, right, the trailers are 45 minutes instead of half an hour. We're going to be 15 minutes late.
It's the word, like, no.
But it doesn't affect you. I just think if you're not going to see them, let them
feel
be
it
at the back.
I'll hear the... Do you know when you hear that from electronics?
That's what I think. So I think my proper rant is fuck the trailers off or make them limit them to 30 seconds and... Phones are allowed, but only in a specific phone section. Or a phone screening. How about that?
What, like when they do the special ones?
Yeah, for
kids and the deafs and the babies and the...
We'll have the phones in the deafs one.
What about the blinds one?
No, bring the blinds up so you can see the screen.
So when I went to go and see Homeward Bound...
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember you saying... Couldn't wait to hear this story about the dog and the cat and what was the third? Is it 2 dogs and a cat?
2 dogs and a cat.
They're fucking that cat up.
Well, then what? Do you think the cat's in the middle?
No, they're killing that cat.
No, well,
in real life.
In real life,
that cat's
but
dead.
they put them in different trailers.
Right.
But there's a bit in it, and I don't want to give spoilers away, but
there's a few bits probably.
No, there's a big bit
pronounced bites.
where one of the dogs gets hit by a car and dies.
Jimmy or Alan?
Jimmy.
Right.
Jimmy, yeah. It's Jimmy.
He hits it and was like...
And a wave of emotion hit me, but I'm with me mates. And I was at the end, and I was like, oh no, I'm crying because the dog's been it. And then all I could do to wipe my tears away, I had a bag of Monster Munch, and it was just going, crunch, crunch, crunch. Like
you wipe tears away with I reckon it does
with
feel
the bag.
like,
with the bag.
I thought you meant because it does feel like an absorbent crisp.
What, like a sea sponge?
Yeah, you could just soak it up with a little Monster Munch either side.
Or just put them, like, look through the holes.
He's got pickle onion eyes.
They look at me, I look like Dame Edna Everidge. Hello, possums.
He's got pickle onion eyes. You crying now?
It was an emotional time, but I was using the packet, and it was like, and they were like, what's up with you? And I'm like, now, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Hay fever.
Gay fever.
Yeah. I cried in the cinema with my mum. Yeah. She told me that I was adopted. No. I remember crying. I went to see Eddie Scissors. Went to see Eddie Scissors.
Scissorhands.
Yeah, Edward Scissorhands. They're not scissors, them.
No.
Blades, them.
Yeah, that's Blade 2.
Well, it was Blade 1 at the time.
Leslie Gripes.
Also, Wesley Swipes. Also, if you've got that, do better than that.
Well, don't be a fucking landscaper.
Or a hairdresser. Just go and stab people up. Be a boxer. Edward Scissorhands should have just been a boxer. Oh, he wins again.
Or at least a surgeon.
Yeah.
Appendix
out.
Yeah.
Swip. But I cried at the start of it.
Why?
When his creator dies just before he gives him hands.
Yeah.
And I think it was like a frustrated cry. I was like, oh, I wouldn't have had to watch this film if he didn't. Imagine if I love that, like, what ifs in films. Like, what if...
What, the tipping point?
No, like, well, yeah, if you did this, there wouldn't be a film. Like you were saying with Jaws before, you just wouldn't go in. Like if fucking Kevin McAllister had a mobile.
Yeah.
He just texts his mum going, I'm all right,
Yeah, if Speedy got an Uber.
Yeah, I'm all right,
I'd imagine that, speed free, and he's in the Uber, and he has to, like, he's not allowed to let the guy go off the phone and speak into his family in Noswatu.
When we have Patreon, I've got a proper rant for us about that.
Have you?
No, I haven't. Just wanted to sound controversial.
Put it behind a paywall.
Say what you want then. Innit?
Build a wall. Put them behind it.
Make them pay to come in. So, yeah, I cried at that. But that is one. If he'd have just given him hands, he'd have just been Edward.
Would have been called Eddie.
It'd have just been a goth. Instead of like Also, like, if you cut in bushes in the 40-degree San Diego heat or whatever.
Take your jacket off.
Take your little black jacket off.
Yeah, cut it off.
He's been Affleck's, hasn't he, Eddie?
Yeah. He's been ordering stuff off Hot Topic from the 90s.
Eddie Rockets, he was scarier though. He could shoot you. So
what happened? Imagine it was just pizza cutters, pizza wheels. He's just working at Domino's.
What would be the what would be the worst that you could have?
Edward Tongs.
Eddie Tongs.
Or Edward Salad Tongs.
Just on barbecue, just turning the burgers over. Like one burger flipper on each arm. Eddie Flipper.
Eddie Mandolin. He's cutting potatoes really thin.
Eddie Cheese Grater.
Or Eddie Whisk.
But the little cheese grater that's just for Parmesan.
Parmesan.
Yeah, you're like, where's Eddie?
Eddie Parmesan.
He just turns up when your pasta's just been put on your table.
Eddie Parmesans. And the other bit, he just knocks it to get the last bits.
The summer blockbuster is back.
Well, it felt like going to the cinema was an event again. Because
Right.
as a kid, I think going to the cinema was like a family trip, or like you'd go with your mates. It wasn't just like, oh, I've got an hour to kill.
Yeah.
You only watch half a film then as well.
Yeah.
But 2023, Barbenheimer. I was into one of them.
Right.
I've seen both.
Yeah.
Very different experiences. I watched Oppenheimer on the little plain screen.
Yeah.
Big budget IMAX film. Watched it on a plain screen. Fine.
Right, never seen it. What I know
Fine.
is someone did a mad Freudian slip around this time when I heard them refer to this event as Barbie's Hyman, which is very different.
She'd have to have a fanny for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead, she just got like a bit.
Yeah, it's just
She's just got the longest gooch you've ever seen. Goes right up to a sternum.
So Barbie's Hyman. I've not seen either of them.
Barbie's Hyman.
But
So,
I
I loved the event of it.
Right. People were doing double headers.
Yeah. What way round would you want to watch it?
So I think it depends, doesn't it? It depends how much you love film. I think if you're really into cinema,
Yeah.
you would watch Oppenheimer first and then have Barbie
As a sorbet.
as a dessert.
Fair.
But if you were just like, right, I don't want to be freaked out. Like, I think Oppenheimer, I think the best way to watch it probably is to watch Oppenheimer in the afternoon and then go for some dinner.
Go for a bit dinner.
And then
in one of the best chain restaurants.
Yeah. And then watch Barbie probably.
Okay.
I just feel like you need a break after Oppenheimer.
I didn't do 2 days. These were months apart. So I watched Oppenheimer on the plane and I watched Barbie in New York City.
Oh, lovely.
But I made a mistake. I made a few mistakes. So first of all, I had an edible.
Right.
Because you can...
An eatable.
A weedable.
Yeah.
But it was too strong.
Right.
Then me and my friend Hilberto, we got the last 2 tickets to go and see Barbie.
Who's Hilberto?
Which is my friend Hilberto Soto.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Yeah, nice guy. You can see the Empire State Building from his bedroom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's got Google Maps. No, he can't.
Got a picture of it from IKEA.
Yeah. You can only see it in black and white. You can see Audrey Hepburn from his window as well.
Yeah, you can see the Hindenburg explosion.
We get the last 2 tickets in IMAX on the opening weekend of Barbie.
Wow.
And I'm off my nut.
Right.
We get all the snacks. That was great. Because in America, they do it bigger.
Swedish fish or whatever.
Swedish fish, yeah. And then everyone is dressed in pink, apart from me and Hilberto Soto. Right. And the IMAX is too big anyway. But when you're high on edibles...
Everyone's pink.
The whole thing, everyone goes, what was it like? I'm like, it was pink.
Yeah.
All I can hear is just shimma shimma shim, shamanamani shim.
What's that?
Shimma shim, shimma shim, shimma shim, shim. That was the music for it.
Is it?
Yeah, Tulips.
Right.
And it's just Pink for 2 hours.
Why didn't they use Pink? The artist.
Yeah.
To do a Barbie song. This was you coming up, so you better get the Barbie started.
I'm coming up, you Barbies. And it was a fucking disaster. I think I annoyed the people around me because I was just going, oh.
And then you had the edible.
Yeah. They're like, shouldn't you be in the cinema where you can use your phone?
They give you a packet of Monster Munch to wipe your mouth. They've got Monster Munch in America.
No.
Me either.
I think they'd like them.
Can't wait for the crisps episode.
It's going to be the best one. Go on then, you pick what we on?
Oh, is that it? Did you not? Oppenheimer. Was it a good film? Is it good?
I don't know.
Because I like Greta Gerwig. I like Frances Ha.
I think it was fun. Oh, and I also forgot. It was in 4DX as well, so the chair was moving.
What?
You've never been to a 4DX?
No.
The shite. So, like, when it rains, you get jizzed on. So, like, it's got a little thing in the seat in front of it. It's like...
I don't need that.
I also saw Gladiator 2. I bought the wrong tickets, took him to see Gladiator 2.
And now he's dead.
We just got it was a bit where my dad just looked at me and he was like, we were like 5 minutes in.
Now Les is a slave in Carthage.
She's been whipped. Stabbed. But the seat kicks the shit. The only nice bit was when our hands went through some wheat.
When they take you, if you're an emperor, you get graped.
You get graped.
Because they feed you them.
Oh, yeah. Consent for a grape. But the chair kicks the shit out of you. So it goes like, ish, 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 in your back. My dad was just like not having a good time. But he
made his own chair. Sat next to it.
I say 4DX, he made it.
Yeah.
He basically cut the back out the sofa and kicked shit out of it.
So modern ones then, there's on our list, there's nothing, that's the earliest one.
There's a really modern one.
What's that?
Almost a futuristic one.
What's that?
Back to the Future.
Oh, I wasn't going to, I'm talking about released. Because other than Barbie and Oppenheimer, I remember there was an X-Men that I went to watch at 12:01.
Can't call him that anymore.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, yeah, I went to watch Transformers. X-Men First Class, which is
the J.K. Rowling biopic.
It's when a trans woman delivers the post. Royal.
What's your superpower? I can go in any changing rooms, mate.
Royal, no longer a male. But
so you went to go and see X-Men.
X-Men First Class.
So what's that one?
The first reboot when they're at school.
So this
is like Hogwarts, but
is this the one? Are we talking
like
James McAvoy?
Yes, it's that one.
Oh, okay.
Is it
so not Patrick Stewart?
Matthew Vaughn is the director, I think.
Yeah, and Magneto is Marty McCutcheon.
Yes.
What's he called?
Michael Fassbender.
That's the one, yeah.
So
Mickey Quickgay.
Yeah.
Yo, Mickey! He's got his helmet on. Pulling out fucking Prince Albert.
He's got his helmet out.
Why do you think Professor X is in that wheelchair?
Oh no. Back to the Future you mentioned before, ironically, in the past. I've never seen it.
I'm going to mention it in the future as well. It's fantastic. It's just like a good world-building action film, light-hearted, looks cool as fuck when you're a kid. But there's loads of great stuff around it where there was a guy who was already filmed the first couple of weeks as Marty McFly.
Who's that?
He's got Eric Stoltz.
Oh yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
Do you know what he's in?
Not Back to the Future 1, 2, or 3.
Do you know what else? Do you know what he is in though?
What?
Like he's the person that gives Uma Thurman the drugs in Pulp Fiction. It's his house that they stab her in the tit with.
Right.
And he's eating cereal. That's
but he didn't become a household name, did he?
No, he had a mad career. He was in Killing Zoe, which was another like Tarantino sort of adjacent film. And then he was in another couple of things. But yeah, he didn't have... But there's loads of them stories. Like we spoke about... So you know... Oh, we'll mention it in a bit. Go on.
So do you know what they did?
What did they do?
So a few weeks in, they were like, this ain't working with him. We've got a great script after like years and years of it not being a great script. It was meant to be called Spaceman from Pluto at one point.
What?
Yeah. But then they changed it to Black to the
Blacks
Future.
in the Future.
Back to the Future 2.
Blacks in the Future is like, hey, we can sit anywhere on the bus. Just a guy in the 50s being... You can sit where you want.
I can drive this DeLorean. We gotta go back. And then there's an old man just going, we gotta go back, Marty.
An old white man.
We gotta go back. Why? Have you seen the state of this? We gotta go back. Sets up a time machine just so he can go get rid of civil rights.
That's a good premise.
That's a good premise.
Let's write it.
Let's write it right now.
Write it right now.
Write it right now. So they were like, okay, there's this lad, Michael J. Fox. He's in Family Ties, some big sitcom. But we need him now. And it was the same production company or the same production house that were making both.
Yeah.
So he would film 8 till 6 every day on Family Ties.
Yeah.
Then he would go to rehearsals. He'd sleep on set. Then he'd film throughout the night till about 3:30 of Back to the Future. So there's loads of it that's not him. There's loads of scenes where it's just like the back of his head.
Ah.
Or him on his like floating hoverboard. That's a hoverboard, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's not floating, it's
a board.
It's a board. And so there's loads in the first series, first film, where it's not him.
Oh, that's good. I like them sort of things.
Those tit bits.
Do you know...
I think they're called nipples.
Speaking of that, you know, Jean-Claude Van Damme was meant to be the Predator. Like,
Really?
in the suit. And he was like not tall enough.
High kicking.
Dead hot, and he just couldn't do it, so they got someone else.
No way.
Yeah. Also, another... have you done with
I've
Back
done.
to the Future?
Yeah.
Another summer blockbuster, or even, I think it came out in May, and it's related. Die Hard with a Vengeance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen it?
I think so.
Third one.
Is that... Oh, I get confused.
It's the one with Samuel L. Jackson.
No.
Right, so it's my favourite, and it came out a bit early. It came out in May, but it's set in the hot summer.
Okay, so it's real like
the first second of the film, the first like 30 seconds is hot town, summer in the city. So it just feels like, and it looks dead hot. It was
Miami Vice vibes, like or like San Andreas vibes.
Yeah. Okay. But it's set in New York. Bruce Willis, aka John McClane, is like been made unemployed, and I don't want to spoil it because if you've not seen it, go and see it. But it wasn't meant to be a Die Hard film. It was meant to be called Simon Says, and it was just an action film. And they were like, "Mate, why don't we make this a Die Hard?" So they like changed it around, made the character to be John McClane. Yeah. And then they like retrofitted the baddie to be who he was because of a reason. And it's just dead sick. But Samuel L. Jackson was in that. The reason he's in that, I think, I might have got this wrong. It was meant to be Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, yeah.
And then they saw Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction. And we're like, let's get him. Or he was meant to be in... It's, just look it up anyway. Just put Samuel L. Jackson, Lawrence Fishburne. One of them got the other one's career, essentially. I think Samuel L. Jackson had Lawrence Fishburne's career. He wasn't available for one thing, so they... Samuel L. Jackson got all his breaks.
Imagine being one of those actors. Like, do you know those famous stories where it's like actors have turned down things and they go, fuck.
Well, Will Smith turned The Matrix down, which is another summer blockbuster.
I don't think it would have been as good.
And he turned it down because he was filming Wild Wild West, Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider, No We Don't Want Nada, none of this. So that was a flop. That film, and that
was meant to be a summer blockbuster. It was basically like Men in Black with caps on.
It was all steampunk and it was mad on it. And but the flops, the ones that didn't happen. Do you remember Waterworld? I remember that being on the news at 10. How that had flopped.
It's still classed as one of the biggest flops, and I think one day they'll remake it and it'll be sick.
I think it's still quite good.
It's so good.
Costner's sick.
I used to love getting in from like the pub at 1 a.m. and it'd just always be on.
Take you 2 hours to walk home.
The crow phone after a lock-in, after the quiz.
Oh, big lock-in.
But it was always on a Saturday night at like the middle of the night.
That's Dennis Hopper, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Dennis Hopper was the baddie in 3 summer blockbusters, and only one of them was good.
So go on. Waterworld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flop. Speed. Sick. What was the third one?
Ooh.
And I think this came out in 93. And it came out, and we'll move on after this because it came out the same time, I think, or a very similar time to one of the films that's definitely going to be on our list that we haven't mentioned yet.
Was he in the rival team in Cool Runnings?
No. Good effort, though. I think that was 93. He was Bowser or King Koopa
in
the
Super Mario.
Super Mario film.
Another flop.
Shite. But that came out the same time as arguably my favourite on this list. I think will definitely make the list. And I'm not going to tell you what it's called. I'm just going to go, ooh, Brennan, that cup of water over there.
Oh, yeah.
It's shaking. Clever girl.
Is that Michael J. Fox?
No, it's...
Holding a cup of water?
That is very funny.
I mean, it's not, but it is.
Very mean, but very funny. It's Jurassic Park.
I want to go back to the future now and not say that.
Whereas Michael J. Fox is Jurassic Park at the front of the shot.
Arthritic Park.
But, yeah, Jurassic Park is like so good.
It's so good. Do you want to know a wild fact about Jurassic Park?
Yeah, go on.
Steven Spielberg, who's the goat that the
What
dinosaur
did they
eats. Yeah. He's in all of his films.
Yeah, he's like Stan Lee. He just gets in.
In another one, he's that one.
Do you know what that's called?
A Diplodocus?
No, it's a Dilophosaurus, that one.
Okay, Dilophosaurus Rex.
The frilly one.
Yeah, the one that spits mud.
Yeah, it spits acid.
Oh, it's acid, sorry. But there is lots of mud around.
Mm.
So, as he was making Jurassic Park, he was also making Schindler's List.
Yeah.
Which is a real gear shift.
Yeah.
And also, you just don't want to be going into any of them with the wrong, like the attitude from the other one.
Yeah. Because dinosaurs definitely existed.
6 million years ago. What
is mad in that, though? At the end of Jurassic Park, there is a dinosaur that helps the humans escape the other dinosaurs.
Yeah. that one who can't put on that little red coat because he's got little arms. But I just think I think Steven Spielberg, it's not cool to say, I think he is the greatest film director that's ever existed.
Okay, well, we'll discuss that on another.
But he's had so many bangers, so many big blockbusters. But Jurassic Park was...
There's three there's four with Jaws, but he also did Raiders of the Lost Ark, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And
Extraterrestrials,
E.T.
yeah.
the Extraterrestrial.
But with Jurassic Park, it changed like the culture. Like it went mad. Everyone went like, do you know when there's like merch and experiences and I remember
Did
going.
it come out in merch? I thought it had to be in the summer.
Merch,
Merch.
schmerch. But I loved it. That was the first thing I ever saw at the cinema.
Yeah, that was the thing where you'd be like, oh, he's got a Jurassic Park flask.
I've still got some Jurassic Park toys.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got the T-Rex and the side of it comes out.
Oh yeah.
I've got the car where the roof can be taken off.
And then it hits the tree, and that's the other T-Rex.
What?
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
And the lead singer of the band T-Rex drove his car into a tree.
Oh,
yeah.
Did he die? Anyway, so
because he couldn't press the brake with his tiger feet.
But I just think it was brilliant. But how bad can you like? It shows how good that Steven Spielberg was, because when they made sequels, maybe not the new ones are all right,
the reboots,
but the fucking 2 and 3, when that girl starts swinging around poles like Prince of Persia.
I've not seen any. I've not seen The Lost World or the other. What was the third one? Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, Jurassic Park 3.
There's like a weird renaissance of The Lost World now. Some people are saying it's not that bad. Did he do the sequel?
No,
Spielberg?
I don't think so.
No.
Tokyo Drift, I think, was...
Tokyo Shift. It's when the plates moved during the Triassic era.
Because isn't the one where they go in the city? It's like...
I don't know.
It's like T-Rex...
Pig in the City.
Rex in the City.
Rex in the City. I've seen Rex in the City. It's Carrie and Samantha.
Yeah. Which one are you? I'm a Diplodocus. I'm a Velociraptor. I'm a Triceratops. And we keep fucking that big megalodon.
Yeah. Mr. Big. It's just like this Diplodocus. He's like, oh, he's got 732 inches.
Have you seen the size of that tail? All of them with little ants having coffees. Rex in the City. Oh, shall we do a lift?
We're back.
Go on, do what you were just doing.
We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
Oh, it's a pod.
Put a little fin on Scruff.
Yeah, she's running around. Starts biting us. That was a tough one, actually. That was a tough rank.
Tough rank.
Tough rank.
Difficult rank, that.
Because...
the door kept going.
Yeah, and my mum kept coming in and offering us a brew. We're not in my house. And Mum, I don't live with my mum.
I'm in my mum's house.
So, should we just crack on?
Yes.
Number 5.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. It's one of my favourite films. Back to the Future 2 is arguably better. Back to the Future 3, not as good.
So why isn't Back to the Future 2 on the list
Because
then?
it wasn't as big of a blockbuster.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Teen Wolf's better.
Have I talked about this on the podcast where a guy in Teen Wolf has his dick out, an extra in the...
No.
There's a guy in the film, if you're watching, there's a big crowd scene near the end and there's a guy, an extra, and he's just got his dick out and he's
Who
like...
found that?
Me?
Tom Binns. He wasn't going to watch it if it was just called Wolf.
He won't watch any 18 rated films.
He won't watch Wolf Man.
Wolf Creek, not for me, thank you. But Teen Wolf.
Creek's 1,000 years old. It's got nothing to do with that. He'll watch Dawson's Creek.
That's when he's getting down into bed. Teen Creek. I don't want to wait.
4.
That's why he goes on his head when he sees a 15-year-old. I don't want to wait.
4.
4, yeah, he's into 4-year-olds as well. 4 is Men in Black.
MIBs. Come to MIBs. 3.
Do your neck with me. Do your neck with me. Do your neck with me. Or do your neck with me.
Do your back with me. But that's what he does now at 60. He's just doing. And click your ankle.
Slap Chris Rock with me. Slap Chris Rock with me. Slap Chris Rock with me. Number 3 is Speed. Great, classic, beautifully shot.
Is it?
Interesting idea. Simple.
Best elevator pitch.
Yeah. Speed.
Jaws. 2. Jaws.
Jaws. Jaws. Jaws, 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 Jaws. And then at number 1, I don't think there was no argument here. And if you are arguing, you just don't know. You don't know what you're talking about. But it's Waterworld. No, it's Jurassic Park. One of just the most life-changing experiences I've ever had. And the fact they're still making them is fucking phenomenal. And if you think, what was it, 93?
Yeah.
I know the graphics probably don't hold up now, but at the time, it was the first time like 3D happened.
Also, like it added. What's great about Jurassic Park, I think, is that we live in a world where everything's CGI, and those dinosaurs look better than any CGI, anything now. They look real. And also, it introduced that thing, the science, which is obviously bollocks, but they sell it enough where you'd be like, mate, I wonder if, I'm sure there's a mosquito that like sucked the blood of my dead dog that's in the garden. Now I might try and bring my dog back.
Every time the lights change, I always think of David Attenborough's brother.
Yeah,
when it goes to Amber.
So life will find a way to get to number 1.
So get yourself in the cinema. Go to your local cinema, to your Odeon, your View.
Cineworld.
Or a Cineworld.
Picture House.
Picture House.
Every man if you like a couch.
But there's the list. Number 5, Back to the Future.
Number 4, Men in Black.
Number 3, Speed.
Number 2, Jaws.
And number 1, Jurassic Park. If you agree with us, give us a thumbs up. If you don't agree with us, get involved in the comments.
Put your lists. Do them in 5. Do what you would. Don't just go, oh, you missed so-and-so. Fucking do your list, fam.
Or stop DMing us. I mean, it's nice to get a DM, but put it in the comments.
And Brennan does not want to go to Slovakia to do some acting.
I don't want to go to Slovakia. Please, I don't want, I've only done about 6 acting jobs. I don't want to go to Slovakia.
What if that's Slovakian eBay that want you to do that job?
eBay, fill your schlep with Schweppes. We will see you next Tuesday.
See you later. Bye.